What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another Prime Icons video. Today I'm actually going to be playing with 6 brand new Prime Icons, mostly looking at the new 3 that were released today. Laurent Blanc, Michael Laudrup, that's not a bad card either, and Patrick Kluivert. If you guys could drop a thumbs up on the video, it would be very much appreciated. Before we get into looking to those, last week I didn't do a video on the new Prime Icons. My son was born last Thursday, and so I just didn't have the energy to make the video. I don't know what the exact prices are for the Prime Icons right now. Let's take a look. And if you guys, of course, could drop a thumbs up on the video, let's try and smash 10,000 likes for today's video. I know YouTube's been really screwed up recently, not publishing anything really properly. So if you are here and you do see the like button, press it for me. Laurent Blanc, according to Footbin, is about 850k. Patrick Kluivert about 700k, and Michael Laudrup about 450k. So they actually seem reasonable. More specifically, Laurent Blanc seems exceptionally reasonable. You do need to exchange one icon. Is it a French icon, a defensive icon? So it is a defender. One icon. Oh, no chemistry. So just an icon. And that removes, like, what, a 400k. Wow, this Laurent Blanc, yeah, that's 400k gone. So outside of that, you need the League 1 squad, which according to Footbin is about 18,000 coins. Calcio A squad at 20k. A French squad at 20k. The 83 rated squad at 30k. And then a few higher rated, higher valued squads. The 84 coming in at 67. The 85 coming in at 125. And the 88 coming in at about 180. So, and that's, sorry, the 86. And that's just an 86 rated squad with a chemistry requirement, no informs. An 85 rated squad with just 1 inform. An 84 with 1 inform, and an 83 with 1 inform. This is very reasonable for Laurent Blanc, especially as lots of you guys will have versions of icons that you don't care about anymore or don't want. Next up is Patrick Kluivert. Now, I would assume that you don't need an icon for him because he's a little bit cheaper than Blanc, coming in at 700k. So yeah, an Ajax squad with 2 Ajax players. The Barcelona team, quite easily done. A Dutch team, an 84 with 2 informs, an 85 1 inform, an 86 with 1 inform, and an 87 with no inform. So again, relatively affordable. That 87 rated squad obviously is quite expensive, but with monthly rewards coming out next week, you could probably reduce the price of that quite dramatically. In fact, only the 87 and 86 rated squads are hyper expensive. Everything else is easily affordable and easily achievable. This could be an easy one for people to work towards, a Patrick Kluivert, and I've got a lot to say about his card as well. And then last but not least, guys, Michael Laudrup, the cheapest one of the 3 here today, coming in at around 450,000 coins. The Calcio A team, the El Clasico team, Real Madrid and Barcelona, Denmark, an 83 and 84. The 83 with 1 inform, the 84 with 1 inform, the 85 with 1 inform, and an 86 with 2 informs. So 2 informs on the 85 as well, sorry. So generally speaking, quite cheap, just without an icon. Now, these icons all have very positive things about them. Last week, of course, there was Larson, Rijkaard, and Desai. So I have those loans in the club for today's game. We're going to start looking at Patrick Kluivert first. Now, lots of great things about this card. High-low, phenomenal. 6'2", phenomenal. 4-star, 4-star, phenomenal. He's got great pace and acceleration once you put a Hunter Chem style on him. Great shooting, good short passing, good vision, good reactions, good ball control, good heading, good jumping, good strength, okay stamina, but 79 composure. Now, I know a lot of you guys think the composure, that I overrate and overvalue composure, and you may be true. You know, composure is a stat that's important when somebody's pressing you, when there's a defender on you. So if you're a good enough FIFA player, composure is actually an irrelevant stat. If you're able to actually just work around defenders and not have a defensive player pressing you, the composure stat is largely irrelevant. But when you're in that tough game against that player that's pressing you hard, closing you down, constantly on top of you, that's when composure matters the most, and that's when Patrick Kluivert is going to let you down, and I don't expect that from a Prime Icon Kluivert card. So there is lots of amazing things to be said about this card. His work rates, his height, his in-game stats generally speaking, his 4-star, 4-star, fantastic, but 79 composure. Look at the number of goals this guy scored. 241 for Celtic, 42 for Feyenoord, only 19 and 58 for Barcelona, but 54 for Helsingborgs. 3 goals for Kluivert whilst he was at Manchester United. I would have expected a little bit better than that for his composure, but that is Patrick Kluivert. We're also today going to be using my pack-pulled Diego Maradona. The next icon we're looking at today is Laudrup. Medium, which is okay for a centre mid, not great for a cam. 4-star, 4-star, 6 foot tall. I like that. What I like about Laudrup is that his dribbling is very good and his passing is very, very good. His free kicks are a little low, but that's okay. His pace is also very good. Once again, much like Rui Costa in terms of Laudrup, his shooting just lets him down. It's the downside to his whole card is the shooting category. He actually has a little bit better finishing than Rui Costa, but you could say that Rui Costa is probably a better card than this Laudrup card. Rui Costa has better physicals and then very similar or better in every other area of the card. So I personally wouldn't go for Michael Laudrup. Is it Michael or Brian? Yeah, Michael Laudrup. I personally wouldn't go for Michael Laudrup. He has got a lot of good things about him, but the lack of shooting for a cam specifically, and again, when you look at how good he was at scoring goals, I mean, like, this is a cam, right? So scoring 55 goals in 216 games for Barcelona, 35 for Juventus, 15 goals for Real Madrid, like 13 and 26 for Ajax, 37 goals for Denmark in 104 games. Like, how is his shooting stats generally so low? I don't know. But that's where we're at. So I don't necessarily think he's ever going to be worth it. The only reason why you do this Laudrup is because you can do him to put him into a different prime icon. And then the man of the moment, the best icon of the day is definitely Laurent Blanc. 6'3", medium high, perfect. His attribute details, I mean, this is just a great card. You could put an anchor on him or a shadow. I would personally put an anchor on him and sacrifice a bit of pace to make that defending and physical super OP. But his reactions and ball control are so high, he's just going to be a menace at centre-back. And I'm super surprised at generally how cheap Laurent Blanc is. Yes, you need an icon, but outside of that icon, you are looking at about 400,000 to 500,000 coins plus an icon for Blanc. If you already have an icon, whether it be, you know, a Carlos Puyol that you did for cheap, a Schmeichel that you did for cheap, the Rui Costa that you did for cheap, you can essentially get an end game centre-back for like 400k. And that is amazing, especially given the fact that you get back a 100k pack, a mega pack, a 25k pack, a couple more 25k packs and 15k packs. Like, this is a great card. I think you're going to see this card a lot over the next few weekend leagues. So this is the team, guys, that we've got. I am using a lot of prime icons in here. Of course, we've got lots of lone prime icons. We've got the Roberto Carlos prime icon. Then we've got Kyle Walker and my 95 Maradona in there. I'm going to be going into the daily knockout tournament and playing a game. If we get a rage quit before half time, we'll play a second game. If not, we'll just play the one game. So this is a squad, and that is my sensational bench. We've got Cristiano on the bench. Hopefully bring him on and get him some game time too. But yeah, for now, guys, I'm going to go and get into the game. I will be right back. Okay, guys, here we go with today's opponent. He's got a 4-1-2-1-2, 97 chem, 83 rated team. I don't expect this to be difficult, to be perfectly honest. He's got an okay group of players. You know, that Griezmann is okay. You've got Alex Hunter in there as well. But yeah, with my team, my full lone prime icon team. Hey, according to the way this game is played, if scripting, handicap and momentum is real, I should actually get pumped this game. This guy's got a lower rated team, a much worse team. He's got low end chemistry. This should be a loss for me, like an automatic loss. Let's go with Patrick Kluivert there. Kluivert as well, interestingly, was one of my favourite players growing up. I used to watch him a lot. I loved him, specifically when he was at Barcelona. I first fell in love with him actually because of Football Manager. I used to play Football Manager all the time. Oh, that's a bang that is. Let's test those long shots. What a strike. What a strike from Kluivert. But yeah, I found him from Football Manager. Not that I didn't know who he was, but that's when I fell in love with him. I had him in one of my saves and he just started banging goals for me. He became my all-time top scorer and was just a beast generally. What a strike that was from Kluivert. And he puts us 1-0 up inside 3 minutes and gets us in good stead for a potential first half rage quit that will see us go and play a second game. I really want to feel... I want to feel the ability of... Mostly, like, Laurent Blanc, not so much, because his stats are so good. And because people have already used his prior cards, we know full well that Laurent Blanc is going to be an absolute beast at centre-back. Michael Laudrup, I don't think is someone that I'm interested in, and I don't think is someone that other people are generally going to be interested in, right? I don't think it's a card that you're going to care too much about. Is that going to be one of the greatest goals of all time? How has Larson not just nodded that in? But Kluivert is the guy for me from this weekend. This week's. There you go, 2-0 from Kluivert. From this week's Prime Icons that I really want to test out and get a feel for. Because it might be one of those cards with that low composure where it's like, okay, this card just doesn't cut the mustard. You need someone else, right? So we're going to get a DC here, I assume. But it might be one of those cards that as an icon has those hidden traits, those hidden abilities, that feel of just being a beast that we love and that we want to use more. And in just 10 in-game minutes, you can see the difference between Larson and Kluivert. Kluivert has hit a long shot and a nice left-footed tap-in, and Larson has missed what is basically an open goal with a header. You know, cut it across the goal. He has lots of the goal to aim at to head it home, and he ends up heading it straight at the keeper. Fortunately, the corner resulted in the goal from Patrick Kluivert, which is quite nice. It's well, that could be through again. He's onside. Patrick Kluivert, keeper comes out. Tried the what was that? The Rabona flick. I actually tried to scoop turn over the keeper, but it didn't. Is he gonna? Yeah, there we go. He's gone. So I'm gonna play another game, guys. Wait, why have I got a countdown here? I'm going to play another game here, dudes, but 2 goals for Kluivert, 2 assists for Larson as well. Could have completed the hat-trick for Kluivert there, but I'm going to go and get into another game, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, our second and final opponent for today has got a 4-3-3 team, a much better team. This is going to be a much more tricky game. Prime icon Ronaldinho, inform Jesus, the ones to watch Salah, inform Alan, Pogba, Wijnaldum, the Koscielny, Futmas card, inform Azpilicueta. This is a much better team and is going to give us a much sterner test. But yeah, I don't know what happened in that last game. I shouldn't have won that game. I had a high rated team, he had low chemistry. Like, I thought handicap and scripting and momentum should have kicked in for him and given him an easy victory. But seeing the team that I've got, you'd probably be worried. Even though this guy's got a good team, you know, at this point it's going to come down to player ability. You know, this guy's got a strong meta team. He's got some very good players. The only player I'm kind of a bit iffy about is that Wijnaldum card. Like, I kind of look at that and think it's not the greatest card in the world. It's not a terrible card either. He managed to get the Futmas Koscielny card, but not the Futmas Wijnaldum card, which is actually a considerably better card. Here we go with Henrik Larsson away. No 4-star skill moves for my man here, but he has got the 4-star weak foot. We're going to get through. That's a foul, ref. No foul was given. A foul was given. There we go. Perfect. Let's pop this one short. He's actually marked that out. Here is Laudrup. Now, Laudrup doesn't have the shooting abilities. Try to do the... I can't remember the name of that skill move. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna do the skill move in a second, and then I'll ask you guys away. We've got a skiller on our hands here. Oh, we've got Henrik Larsson into Kluivert. Kluivert finds some space. We've got a bit of space here again. Oh, tried to fake shot inside, and he fake shot straight. I haven't played on Xbox in a fair while, so my hands are used to the PlayStation controller. Beautiful bit of strength there from Maradona. Maradona into Kluivert. Kluivert, Larsson, Maradona, back into Patrick Kluivert. He's clean. I like him. I like him a lot. I know we're only playing the daily knockout tournament, and I know we only played 10 minutes of game 1 and so far 10 minutes of game 2. But the high-low work rates, the fact that he's massive, the 4-star, 4-star. Ooh, I like him. I am very, very tempted to potentially put some coins aside on my Road to Glory account and go and get that Kluivert card. I don't necessarily think he's an endgame card, and the sad part is, right, like, don't get me wrong, I think Prime Icons are great, right? I like the idea of Prime Icons. I like what EA have done with Prime Icons. I think they could have released them a little bit quicker, absolutely. But the sad thing is, and the fact of the matter is that come Team of the Season, which I know is towards the end of FIFA, right? I get that. You know, Team of the Season is towards the end of FIFA, and it's when a lot of people have stopped playing it. But for me, Team of the Season is the most fun part of FIFA because it's when the most players become available. And what you get for 800,000 coins from Patrick Kluivert, you will get for 50,000 coins from a Team of the Season card. Remember Team of the Season Jorgensen last year, that big striker from, was it Feyenoord, I believe? That guy was unreal. Absolutely unreal. And he was like 30,000 coins and he was 90 odd rated. So yeah, although I would say Or Mateus, good block. Although I would say this Kluivert card is good, it's clean. It gets strong links or soft links to absolutely everyone, and strong links to a few good players like that Promes card. Obviously gets the perfect links to the icons that are Dutch and gets strong links to other icons. It feels to me, and this is why I've always shied away from doing the icons on my road to glory, is it feels to me, go on Roberto Carlos, it feels to me that in 2 months' time, when Team of the Season comes around, you're going to look back on these prime icons and think, what a waste of coins. For the amount of coins you spent on a Henrik Larsson, or on a Patrick Kluivert, or even on a Laurent Blanc, you're going to sit there and you're going to be like, well, damn, if I just waited 2 months, I could have bought 5 incredible Team of the Season cards instead of having 1 untradeable icon. And that's what EA want, because they want you to dump your coins so that when the other promos come around, you spend your money and you dump money into those other promos. I've done alright myself personally on my road to glory. You know, I've got a team worth 7-8 million coins, and that only includes 2 prime icons, and they're 2 of the cheaper ones. You know, my 2 prime icons are Rui Costa, that I've had pretty much since the start of the game, and also Frank Rijkaard, that I just picked up recently. And I did that because for entertainment purposes, essentially. You know, people just get bored of the road to glory, because I'm just kind of like saving and hoarding now for literally for Team of the Season, or potentially the World Cup mode. You know, I'm super excited for the World Cup mode, and what it's gonna possibly bring for us. Let's get that inside. We've got a good little 1-2 on here. I can feel it. I can feel it. There it is. Oh, he's moving the ball nicely. Here's Maradona. Maradona goes up, down the wide. He gets into the box. Oh, he sees Kluivert. Who is that far post? Oh, I guess not far post then. This guy's Alan is running, and that's going to be that. I don't know if we'll have a little bit extra time to be able to score again. If as soon as I get the ball here, it's going to be full time, so that will probably be full time without me getting the ball. Actually, there you go, guys. So those prime icons, I liked Kluivert. You know, I couldn't really get into the game that second half. In fact, after I scored the second goal in this game, it just kind of like fell apart. 7 saves for Van der Sar. I don't think this guy created 7 chances. 6 shots, 3 on target. So lots of crosses from corners that created the saves. I mean, I dominated the game, but my passing was really low. 83% pass accuracy for me is low. I'm usually up around the 89 to 92% pass accuracy range. So the passing was a bit off. I was rushing the passes a few times, but generally speaking, his team was good. But I was very impressed with Kluivert. Laudrup I didn't really notice. Blanc made some good interceptions and some good tackles back there. But generally speaking, 2-2-0 victories. 4 goals from Patrick Kluivert. 3 goals from Patrick Kluivert, and he generally felt good when he got the ball, when he was on the ball. You know, he didn't feel clunky. He only has like 77 of balance and 76 agility, but he felt good. I do think that he's an icon that if you love him and if you love the icons and if you've just got the spare capital lying around, I think Kluivert will be good for you. I don't think Laudrup would be good for you. I don't think Larsson will be good for you. I think Rijkaard is a very good card. I think Blanc and Desai will both be good for you. But I think ultimately, as per usual, prime icons are just an utter waste of coins, and you should save your coins, buy tradable players, and then wait for Team of the Season when you're going to have a much better spread of players in your team. This, so guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.